what I have to do, or what you have to actually ensure is that you have to have the main function. Anyhow, you will write the main function. Then I have to declare the variables called as flag, comma I, comma n, where n is for the number of elements and I is nothing but to iterate those elements from 1 to the number you want. And the next one is, let us start writing the code. So to find sorry, here n you can take it as enter the number itself. So we will just find out whether the number is prime or not. So I'll just print enter the number. Fine. Then cin, what I'll give it as n. So I will enter some number here. Fine. Then I'll enter a for loop here for I equal to 0, I less than n by 2, I plus plus. Fine. Why n by 2? Because prime number is the number which is divisible by 1 and itself, right? So even if the number is divisible by half of the number, it indicates that there is some value that completely divides your number. So then you can tell that it is not at all a prime number if it is completely divisible by any of the numbers for that matter. Fine. So that is how we will just declare this as a prime number or not a prime number. Fine. Let me add using namespace std also here. So we need not have to write the complete format again and again. So now for loop, open the flat bracket. What is it? So for the for loop, what I can do is now if n mod I, if it is equal to 0, if it is equal to 0, then what I can do is set the flag is equal to 1. Set the flag value to be equal to 1 and you can just come out of it. Flag is nothing but a value or a dummy variable where you will be storing the particular value for that context of time. That's it. Okay. Only for that context of time, you will store only the boolean values, either true or false. Fine. If n mod I equal to 0, you will set the flag value to be 1. Fine. Then you can come out of it. Fine. So n mod I. Here you are dividing the number by 2. If the number is completely divisible by I, if it is equal to 0. Fine. So we will check for 8, suppose. So 8 mod 2 is completely divisible. If it is completely divisible, I'll set the flag value to be 1 and I'll come out of it. Then I'll check here if flag value to be equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, then what I'll do is I'll go to cout and I'll print number is not a prime number. Number is not a prime number. Fine. Else. If it is not the case, you can just go to the else statement here and you can print it as number is a prime number. I'll copy this. This number is a prime number. Right. So then for int main, I'll place return 0. Then I'll place one more flat bracket. Right. So this is for this and this is for this. Anyhow, we had one more, so it was showing it in red color. Right. So this is how you'll be writing the particular program for your prime numbers. Right. So now, so was not declared. So some of the values we need to declare here. So that's why it is showing some of the errors because the number I might have given, I might not have given the n value there. Okay. So that's why it is showing some of the errors that is being listed here. Fine. So we can just clear off by giving the variables, but the ultimate thing that you can just do here is that I'll clear off the errors once. Fine. So then we can just go ahead. we have not added the double quotes, we were just getting an error message there. Fine, so now we have added the double quotes, right? So since we have added the double quotes, we will not get the error message now. And we have to start the value from 2. Okay, we cannot start for calculating the prime number, we cannot include 0 and 1. So we'll start the value from 2. If it is completely divisible by this particular number, or if it is completely divisible by the number greater than 2, then it is not at all called a prime number, else it will be called as a prime number. So let me run this particular program. Okay, so then what happens here? Enter the number. So I might give it as 8. It is not a prime number because it is divisible by 2, it is divisible by 4, etc. Right? So the next thing is we'll check for a prime number. Give it as 5. It is a prime number. Right? So this is a particular program for checking whether a number is prime or not using iterative statement and using conditional statement. My iterative statement is a for loop here and my conditional statement is if else here. So this is how you will just be doing the program for a prime number. Thank you.